All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here. Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football, Football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go, Forrest. Let's go. Complete to Justin Watson. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Tight end,
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
He's crossing. Undercut.
Now Michelle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Play action. Now Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Seven yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And his first carry, he loses the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We're beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 3, check 3. Kill. Shit.
Now Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
2nd and 10. the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after one. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
0-0, Mike Green. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hayward. 3. Combo, combo, combo. Go. Go. Check 43. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 52. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there, the 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man there is Malone. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He hits his target. Left side, Watson.
Let's go.
Complete to Justin Watson.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A tackle that time by Ahkello Witherspoon.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Kill, kill, kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Come on, set. Let's go, deep, tight.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyree Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check three.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 78 yards as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 3. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check 24. Watch 24.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Mike 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This a give to Mack running to the right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 3. Mike 3. I'm here all day.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Throwing is Jackson, flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brissett on 1st down. And the catch made by Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
Fire's the mic. Fire's the
1st
mic.
and 10
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
41-yard line.
Mike, fire. Mike, fire. So we got man.
1st down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Coming again. Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5. Mike 5. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 5. Mike 5.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 3. Mike 3. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 0-0. Mike 3. No chance. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown.